Alright, guys. Today we'll be doing the power rankings for Week 1 of the 2020 MLB season. I put these out every single Wednesday, so stay tuned, subscribe. Every single Wednesday, Fridays I post some random video, and Mondays I'll be trying to post some Liga MX slash Mexicans board on Mondays. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoy the video, so yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so today we'll be going from 1 to 30, so number 1 will be first. So yeah. Um, so number 1 we have the Dodgers. I mean, guys, this Dodger team really has the potential to be one of the best in history. They did play the Rockies. They're 3-1. Trevor Bauer had a pretty good debut. Julio Urias also had a really good start on Saturday, I think it was. So pretty good for them to start out. Number 2, we have the Houston Astros. They climbed up quite a bit. I think I had them at number 11 on the preseason rankings. But God, man, these Astros smacked the A's. They swept the A's in a 4-game series. They scored 35 runs against the A's, and that's more than they did last season, which was 25. This Astros team is pretty good. At number 3, we have the San Diego Padres. They went 3-1 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, the Padres, they look pretty solid, but Fernando Tatis Jr. did have a little bit of an issue over there at shortstop. He committed 5 errors in 4 games, which was more than which is more errors than he committed last season in 2020. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just the rust coming off, but this team should be pretty good to go when it comes mid-season. And before we have the Blue Jays. Now the Blue Jays took 2 out of 3 from the New York Yankees, and well, the Yankees are a stacked team, and the Blue Jays are also stacked. They also were missing George Springer, so this lineup can only get better. So at number 5, we have the Minnesota Twins. The Minnesota Twins almost swept the Brewers, and well, the Brewers are also a pretty good side. And this offense looks amazing. This offense is probably one of the better ones that they've had in the last couple of years. Number 6, we have the Philadelphia Phillies. Now the Phillies started the season off well. They swept the Braves, which is probably one of the best teams in baseball. Zach Wheeler looked great after not playing that whole 2020 season, and yeah, I mean the Phillies played really well this weekend to start. And at number 7, I have the Los Angeles Angels. Man, this team was really fun to watch over the weekend. They beat one of the teams that everybody had as a World Series contender in the White Sox. They played really well, and they took 3 out of the 4 games from the White Sox. Shohei Ohtani, this dude is amazing. I was sleep. I thought he was trash. I thought he was a little bit overrated, but he changed my mind over the weekend. He's truly a bright spot in baseball. Let me tell you that much. And well, this team has very good upside. At number 8, I have the Cincinnati Reds. Now, you guys might say this is a little high, and I also thought that is a little high, but no. This team played a really good series against the Cardinals. It was a close series, but these Reds, they have so much potential, and that's why I have it at number 7. Okay, so the Yankees at number 9. I think this is also a bit high for them, but they're the New York Yankees. They have a stacked lineup. They did drop those 2 games against the Blue Jays, but I think that's just a slow start by them. They should get better as the season goes on. They have the Orioles this week, so they probably are going to go back to being above 500 team. So, I'm not too worried about them yet. Now, rounding off the 10th spot, I have the White Sox. The White Sox did drop 3 games in Los Angeles, but that A's team looked pretty good. Yermin Mercedes has been really good. He went 8 for 8 in his first 8 at bats, and they should only get better as they have some players on the shelf. So once they get them back, they should be a lot better. At number 11, I have the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, the St. Louis Cardinals did lose 2 games to the Reds, and like I said earlier, it was a very tough, series. But the starting pitching is weak, very weak, and that offense really is gonna have to carry the pitching unless the Cardinals make some moves before the trade deadline in July. I think it is in July. Okay, so now at number 12 we have the Atlanta Braves. The Braves looked horrible out there, man. This Phillies rotation tore them apart, building back together, and tore them apart again. They they looked lost out there, man. And then the Phillies also destroyed their pitching staff. I mean, this is supposed to be a top 5 team in baseball right now, and the Phillies destroyed them. So that's why they're at number 12. I expect them to be higher on the list as the weeks go by, but right now number 12 seems right for them. Number 13, I have the Cubs. Now the Cubs were 2-1, but it was against the Pirates, and you gotta take this with a grain of salt because the Pirates are one of the worst teams in baseball. They looked all right. Chris Bryant looks like he was back in 2016. Jake Arrieta looks all right, but then again, we all got to take this with a grain of salt because it was against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Number 15, the A's. Now, oh, dude, the poor Oakland Athletics, man. These guys got absolutely destroyed by the Astros. I mean, they scored 35 runs on them. That's all I got to say. So, again, these guys should be near the top, but right now, at number 15, 14, they're still where they are. Number 16, I have the Baltimore Orioles. They beat up on the Red Sox. Oh my God, poor Red Sox fans. As a Yankees fan, I'm rejoicing in their failure, but it's against the Red Sox, which isn't a particularly good team. But they did win all 3 of their games, so that's why they're at number 15, I think. I think I said, 15. Number 16, I got the Tigers. Now, the Tigers are 2-1. Adrian Hinch, is going to speed up their rebuilding process, but they still are in a rebuild mode. Tigers fans, don't expect too much, but don't expect too little. Like I said in the preseason, so this team, looks good looks decent. Number 18, I have the Royals. They were again 2-1. They beat up again. They beat up on who did they beat up on? I think it was the Rangers. Yeah, they beat up on the Rangers. They look solid against the Rangers, but then again, the Rangers are probably one of the worst teams in baseball. They're going against the Indians this week, so that will probably stand, the test of time. But speaking about the Indians, I have them at number 18. Now, the Cleveland Indians, they did lose a bunch of key pieces like Lindor and Carrasco. But, they're going to find a way to remain competitive. And, this AL Central is going to look very, very tight down the stretch. Number 20, the Brewers. Now, I was high on the Brewers, but, the Brewers did lose to, who was it? I talked about it earlier. Against the Twins, yeah. The offense wasn't very good. Their pitching was, it wasn't, I don't know. So number 20, I think, is a good spot for them. Maybe number 20 is a good spot for them, I guess. Number 19 is a good spot for them. And number 20, I have the Miami Marlins. The Marlins, coming off a pretty good, decent season in 2020. Sandy Alcantara and Pablo Lopez had, all right starts, but they took a really good. They took a hit with Sixto Sanchez being on the shelf for a little while. I don't know how long he is going to be on the shelf, but I heard he was on the shelf. Number 21, I have the Mariners. The Mariners are 2-1. They they beat the Giants. But yeah, they really came alive in that rally against the Giants Sunday night. And if it wasn't for that, they'd probably be lower on the list. But 21 for the Mariners. Not too bad. Number 22, the Giants. Now the Giants, they're gonna have a pretty rough year. I was also, on the Giants hype train, but then, you know, I don't know. They have a tough division. They lost to the Mariners, and they took the 6-1 lead. You know, I mean, I don't know. Kevin Gausman looked good though, so you guys have that, to to enjoy. Number 23 have the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks, were they're pretty bad. That's all I'm gonna say. They were pretty bad. Um, yeah, same with the Rangers at number 25. The Rangers are, still rebuilding. The only good two players that I saw are Nate Lau and Joey Gallo. Other than that, their offense looks pretty horrible. Number 20, 26, yeah, 26. I have the Rockies. The Rockies did win their first game against the Dodgers, but they were against the Dodgers, and the Dodgers just manhandled them. Um, There's gonna be a long season for the Rockies. Just look up for the next season. And number 27, I have the Pittsburgh Pirates. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to feel about the Pittsburgh Pirates. I mean, they're pretty bad. I think they lost Keanu Hayes. I'm pretty sure they lost him to injury. Um, but they played pretty bad, and they got beat up by the Cubs. And number 30, I'm sorry, but I had to put the Boston Red Sox. They got swept by the Orioles, and the Orioles aren't a very good team at all. So at number 20, the worst team in baseball right now are the Boston Red Sox. And as a Yankees fan, this shit is hilarious. And then the Nationals and the Mets, they haven't played yet, so I really can't put them anywhere on this rankings. They'll probably be near the top, most likely. I watched a snippet of the Mets games and the Phillies game yesterday. They blew up in the 8th inning. They blew up in the 8th inning. I haven't seen any of the Nationals games, but yeah. I mean, that's it for the video. All 28 teams, except for the 2 teams I mentioned, are ranked. If you guys think I got some of them wrong, if you guys think I'm right, leave it in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy, stay tuned for next week, because next week I will be posting another one of week 2. And if you guys enjoy, any type of sports content like soccer, Mexican soccer, or anything like that, you guys should stay tuned. I have a video about Carlos Vela coming out on Friday, hopefully. And yeah, stick around. I mean, take care, guys. I did this in one take for this last 6 minutes. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't go too bad. So yeah.